Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. In this video we're going to be doing November's full face of first impressions, but this is one of two. I'm going to be doing two this month again because I just bought so much damn makeup. I just love me buying some new makeup. It's just my favourite thing to do. So pretty much everything that I've got here is from beautybay. There's one other product which is an eyeshadow palette from Lottie London, which I will actually be trying out first, but everything else is from beautybay. So I've got a lot of Wet n Wild products. I've got a BH Cosmetics product. I've got the Nabla concealer, a Jordana eyeliner. I think the rest is Wet n Wild. So I'm quite excited to see how these products perform. I also finally got a new sponge. I got the 2-pack of the LA Girl sponges that everyone was talking about like a month or so ago. And I have actually already started using them and I quite like them, so it's about damn time I got a new sponge. Let's just go ahead and get straight into this video. So as I said, I have a eyeshadow palette to try out. This is from Lottie London. It's the, I don't even know how you say this. It's like X-T-H-U-Y-E? No. Okay, I can't read, okay. What is this? X-Fuel? The X-Fuel Living My Best Life 14-piece eyeshadow palette, and this just looked absolutely stunning. Obviously when I buy makeup, I'll just be on Superdrug. I'll just pretty much be browsing through everything, and I noticed this one, it had I think it had 2 5-star reviews, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll try it. And also the colours looked really pretty. Not something that I had in my collection already. You've got a lot of warm tones, but then you've also got some vibrant pops of colour in there as well. Definitely think that I could create a few different interesting looks out of this palette. And I've swatched and they are swatching pretty well, so let's hope that that translates onto the eyes. I feel like I have to use this vibrant minty blue colour. I feel like I just have to use that. So I have already just put a bit of concealer and powder on my eyes, so I'm all ready to go straight in with this palette. I feel like the best thing to do is probably start with some transition shades and then go into the craziness. So I think I'll start with the lightest transition shade called Porky, which is, it's just a very light brown colour. Pretty much all the ones on the bottom row are mattes and then all the ones on the top rows are shimmer, so I like that you've got a kind of even balance of mattes and shimmers there. So I'm starting with this one here. And I'm just popping that above the crease. Quite a bit of kickback. I find that with most eyeshadow palettes, and kickback isn't something that particularly bothers me because I, as you could tell, always do my eyeshadow before my base products anyway. Okay, I'm going to start deepening that up, so I'm going to go in with the shade next to it, which is called Chickatarian. This has got some very strange names, which is a slightly darker, warm, reddy brown colour. So I'm going to kind of deepen up the crease with that. Right, I want to deepen this up even more, so I'm going to go in with the kind of maroony shade called Red Velvet. This one right here. And I'm also going to add that to the crease as well. So I'm very impressed with these matte transition shades. They're very pigmented and they seem to be blending into each other very well, so that is so far so good. But I'm now going to go ahead and cut my crease. I might as well just do that off camera because I'm not using any new products for that. Right, so I've done my janky, probably uneven cut crease. So I definitely want to use this shade called Shook, which is a minty green. It's got a bit of shimmer in it. I'm going to use that one and I'm going to put it, I want to put it all over the lid. You know what, I think I am actually just going to put this all over the lid. Why not? Where I've done the cut crease anyway. So I'll use a combination of my finger and a brush to just get nearer to the edge. But let's try this out. Nice. Okay. Well, there you go, that is that blue. I think it looks absolutely stunning, gorgeous, very pigmented. What I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the glimmery green called YOLO. No. This one here. I think I'm just gonna run that through the crease just with like a kind of smudgy brush. I'm just gonna run it like through the line of the crease. I'm now just gonna go in with the kind of white creamy matte shade called Literally. This one here, and I'm just gonna run that under my brow bone. I think to finish it off, I'm just going to add a little bit of the matte black called No Tea No Shade. This one right here. I'm just going to add a bit of that to the outer third, and I think we'll call it a day. I think we will leave the eyeshadow at that and just, okay, maybe not. I'm very impressed with the quality of the eyeshadow, very easy to work with, very pigmented. I mean, just look at it, it is very good. I'm quite happy, I would recommend this. It's also not too expensive, I can't remember the exact price off the top of my head. I think it might be about a tenner. It might be £8 actually. I think it might be £8. If that's the case, then this is very good for the price. Again, I'm a eyeshadow amateur, so I don't know if this look is exactly amazing, but I just wanted to play around with it. So for eyeliner in my waterlines, I got a product from a brand called Jordana, which they sell on beautybay. This is the 12-hour made to last liquid eyeliner pencil in 01 black point. It comes like this. It is just, you know, your standard kind of pencil. This had good reviews, so I thought I'd pick it up, and from swatching, seems very creamy, very pigmented, exactly what I want. So I'm just going to put this in my top and bottom waterlines as I would normally do. This is something that I do pretty much every time I do my makeup. It's just, I feel naked if I don't have a black liner in my waterlines. Right, okay, I think that's very pigmented. That has done the job quite nicely. Very creamy. I like that. Let's just hope that it lasts and it doesn't come off. Now, moving on to mascara. I've got two mascara products to try out. They're both from Wet n Wild. So the first thing I got was the Wet n Wild Lash-O-Matic Mascara and Fibre Extension Kit, which you get kind of a fibre thing and then just a regular mascara with. And then I also got the Wet n Wild Skinny Mascara Mega Slim in black, which I thought would work pretty well for bottom lashes. So what I'm going to do is use this kit on my top lashes, and then I'll use this on my bottom lashes. So actually you can get rid of this for now because I'm not doing bottom lashes yet. So I believe what you're supposed to do is use the black mascara first, then you put the fibres on, and then you blend them in with the mascara. Right, okie dokie. This had good reviews, I think. Of all the Wet n Wild mascaras, this one had some of the best reviews because they were kind of like hit and miss, I think. But the wand looks like a bit of an hourglass type wand. So I'm going to start by putting on a generous helping of this to my top lashes. By itself, actually, that's quite a decent mascara. It's actually given quite a reasonable amount of volume, but let's see if we can kick it up some more. So when you open it, you can like hear it. It's really weird. I mean, it literally looks like fluff on a wand. So I guess what you do is just shove the fluff on. Oh, it comes off. Wow. Okay. So I'm just gonna coat my lashes with this. Our lashes are all fluffy now, so let's go back to the black mascara and blend those in. See if it adds any more extremity to these lashes. Right, okay, there you go. I mean, like, if I'm being honest, that has given a lot of volume, a lot of length. It's definitely a good lash look. I'm actually quite impressed with how it's turned out. Like, that's exactly what I want for my lashes. The only thing is, it is a bit of a hassle to do. I mean, like, it's going to take you longer than, you know, just using, like, one mascara on its own. And I know a lot of people just can't be bothered with that. I personally, like, I feel like on days where I need to get my makeup done quite fast, I'm not going to want to bother with something like this. But if I've got the time to spend, then I definitely would reach for this, because I actually do really like that lash that it's given me. That's actually really good. So I am quite impressed with this actually. I just don't think that that would be for everyone, and I definitely feel like you can feel it on your lashes. Like, it's a tiny bit irritating, if I'm being honest. Like, I feel like once I give it a kind of while to like settle down, it will probably stop being irritating, but I feel like when you're kind of putting the fibers on, you can kind of feel them there a little bit, if that makes sense. So let's move on to some base products. So for foundation, I've got another Wet n Wild product. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focused Foundation Soft Ivory, which is the lightest shade that they have available on beautybay, but I think in America they might have a shade that's like one shade lighter than this. Regardless, this is still pretty pale. I think I will be able to get away with this shade. If it oxidizes, then that could be a problem, but obviously I've got white mixes and stuff to add. You got a nice little spatula, which is not something you see a lot with foundation. Definitely is more on the warm side, I would say. Would you say that's warm? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's warm, right? I feel like that looks more yellowy, which is good for me. I am more yellowy. I don't know. I feel like it could be maybe a tiny bit lighter for me, but I think I might be able to get away with this. To be honest, I mean, I could just go straight on to my face like that. I don't know, really. Anyway, so I'm going to use my LA Girl sponge, and I'm just gonna I think this might be a tiny bit dark for me now, actually. It smells really, it does, oh, I've heard people say that it smells like paint thinner, or like it smells like paint, and I agree, it does smell really like painty. Why would it smell like that? I don't get it. I know that this is like quite a talked about foundation, but if I'm being honest, I don't know if I've actually like watched like a proper review of this foundation. I feel like people generally like it though, right? Like, I think I've seen people use it in videos, but I've just not seen like an actual like full review just of the foundation. Okay, to be honest actually, I think it is actually a pretty good colour match. It's just, if that oxidizes, then it's going to be a problem, but I feel like actually it's actually pretty similar, to be honest. Once it's blended out, I feel like when I first put it on, it looked like it'd be too dark, but then as soon as I started blending it, it kind of works. It's got the right undertones, definitely. It's that more kind of yellowy, warm undertone. I'd say it's a medium coverage. It's got quite a nice level of coverage, actually, but I wouldn't say it's full. But I am going to try and build it up a little bit, so we'll see what happens there. Really nice finish, sitting on the skin quite flawlessly, I'd say. More semi-matte. I can definitely see some dew coming through, but it's definitely not a dewy foundation, no. I'd say it's got some matteness going on as well. So far, I'm liking it, so I'm just going to build up a little bit more. Not a lot. Okay, we're getting it everywhere now. Just a little bit more. Okay, that's very buildable. Like, that looks like almost full coverage now, if I'm being honest. Like, on my skin anyway, it looks pretty full coverage, to be honest. Okay, I really like this foundation. I actually think it looks really nice on my skin. And it doesn't make me look too pasty either, which is good. Like, I look healthy, which I don't often look because I'm so pale. That's really nice. Okay, I'm actually really liking this foundation. Yes, onto a winner there, I think. Really like that. Really like it. And I wasn't sure what I was going to get with that one. It's very cheap as well. Like, it's a very affordable foundation. I think like £5 or £6, I'm not sure. But very affordable. Very nice. I do also have a concealer to try out. This is from Nabla. This is the Close-Up Concealer. Stay Full Smooth. And mine's in the lightest shade Porcelain. Like, I wanted to get this months ago, but the lightest shade was like always sold out. So I was actually quite surprised when I went to put it in my basket this month and the shade I wanted was actually in stock. It is a very pale colour, like it might actually highlight me for once. I love the packaging, really cute. I'd say it's kind of like a sort of neutrally undertone. Yeah, it's definitely more neutral. I wouldn't say it leans particularly yellow or particularly pink, which will work quite well for me, I think. Very pale shade, very happy with the colour. I'm gonna pop some of this on under my eyes, on my nose, a bit around my mouth. And I don't really need much more coverage, to be honest. The foundation's done a pretty good job, but Let's see what this adds. Again, I feel like I've seen a lot of YouTubers mention this in videos, but never like particularly extensively do they talk about it. So I think people like it, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Alright, so we'll start off with that amount. This one actually smells really nice. It smells like coconut. Ooh, it does. That smells really strongly of coconut. That's weird for a concealer. Right, let's blend this out. Okay, if I'm being honest, I think I put too much on because this has got some good coverage. Like, I didn't even need that much. Okay, yes to this base. That concealer has got some amazing coverage, sitting on the skin like so smoothly. I did not need that much. Like, I think a little goes a long way with that, because if anything, I've put too much on now, and it's going too much into my inner corner, and it's like, stop going too high. Okay, I'm very impressed with that concealer. It's actually a perfect colour as well. Like, I can actually kind of use it to brighten for once. I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead just because it looks a bit uneven now. I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead just to brighten that bit up, because like, it kind of just spread out to the whole bottom part of my face. Very happy with that concealer, very happy with the foundation. My skin is looking like flawless now. Like, it looks so smooth and buttery, and it's got such good coverage. Like, I'm very happy. So this is good. My mind is being blown here. So for powder, I got the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder in Warm Light. I'm a little bit apprehensive that this might be a bit orangey, which is a shame because I don't want anything to ruin this base that's going so well so far. But yeah, they only had like 3 shades of this, so you don't really get a lot to choose from, to be honest. But I thought that there was a chance that this might work, so it's cheap. I thought, let's do it. See, I don't know, like, it might work. I'm not sure. Possibly. We'll see. So I'm just gonna go ahead, set my entire face with this powder, and if I look orange, I look orange. We'll just deal with it. It's not like a lot of kickback coming off, so I'm hoping that product's going on to the brush. I feel like that has made me look a bit dark, if I'm being honest, and I'm not 100% sure how mattified I am. Like, my face still feels like really like sticky, like just like when I was putting the powder on, like it just feels like sticky, but I don't know if that's the products underneath or the powder or what's really going on there. But I mean, I just feel kind of sticky. Like, I feel like the finish of the powder is quite nice. Like, it doesn't look too cakey, too heavy. It's nice. Like, I think it's made me look a bit dark though, if I'm honest. So I would definitely want to try that again if they had a lighter shade, but I'm just not sure that this shade is working for me. I'll have a look what it looks like in different lighting, but I'm just not sure. So let's move on to bronzer and hope that this blends well, because I'm not sure about the powder. For bronzer, I got the BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer, which is in the shade Golden Gal, which is the lightest one. That's what the shade looks like. I think this should work quite well for my pale skin. Let's hope. So I'm just going to pop some of this, oh god, there's a lot of kickback with this, through my cheekbones and a bit on my forehead. I'll put way too much on, so let's try and blend that out a bit, shall we? Okay, that's blended out pretty well actually. I'm not sure if it's the right colour for me. I feel like it could do with being like one shade lighter, but it's definitely warmed up my face very nicely and it's blended and worked well. So I quite like it actually. And for highlighter, I've got a Wet n Wild product again. This is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow. A lot of people really like this product, so I'm hoping I do too. This is the more kind of pinky toned one. It does look very pretty. God damn it, I just dropped it and nailed the big hole in it. Right, so I'm just going in with my little MAC highlighter brush and let's pop some of it. It's good. That's good. Ooh, that's so pretty. Does anyone else have like a cheek like one cheek where highlighter pops in it more than the other, because I feel like highlighter always pops in this cheek more than my other one. Is that a phenomenon that other people relate to? Because I definitely do. Saying that, it's still come out very nicely on this cheek too, so. I'm obsessed with this highlighter. That is absolutely stunning. Sits on the skin beautifully. The colour works for pale skin, I'd say. But I feel like it could also look quite nice in like a medium skin tone as well. Not sure about dark skin tones. It might look a bit too light for those. That is just beautiful. I love it. It looks absolutely ethereal. Just now remembering that I didn't actually get any brow products for this video, so I'm just going to quickly go ahead off camera and do my brows, and we'll be back. Right, we have something resembling an eyebrow on. So we'll go back and finish off the eyes. I'm going to obviously pop a bit of that Wet n Wild highlighter into my inner corner, and probably a bit under my brow bone as well, actually. Okay, so back to the eyeshadow palette. I think I'm just going to stick with kind of running the transition shades for the bottom part and keep it pretty simple. So I'm going to go in with Chickatarian. Start by putting that one through the lower lash line. I'm then going to go in with Red Velvet again and just smudge that one closer to the lash line. So we'll try out the Wet n Wild, the Skinny Mega Slim Mascara on our bottom lashes. I mean, it just seemed like the kind of thing that would work for them. It's got that tiny diddly wand, so I should be able to get in quite intricately. So let's go down here and I'm just going to coat my bottom lashes and see what this does. Okay, I feel like that works really well on the lower lash line. I feel like you can get in there so much like easier than with like a standard mascara. I will say that you do have to work with it a bit. It doesn't instantly kind of happen. You've got to have a bit of patience with it. But I feel like once you do, it kind of gives the perfect lower mascara look. Normally when I just have like a normal mascara that I'd use on my bottom and top lashes, like it doesn't look quite as defined, my lashes, like they do there. So I've got one product left to finish off, and that is a lip product. This is from Wet n Wild as well. This is their Mega Last Liquid Catsuit in the shade Nudie Patootie, which obviously is quite an iconic shade. I know a lot of people really like this one. It is a very like cool toned, pale, like pinky brown. I don't even know how to describe that colour. I was a little bit apprehensive that this might be a little bit too like pale for my skin tone, like it might wash me out a bit, but even if it does, that's kind of okay because I can use it for like layering on top of darker lipsticks, and I feel like it would work quite well for that. But I did want to see if this shade would work for me on its own as well, because you know, I thought you never know, it might do. Don't know if you can see this right, but it almost looks like there's like some green bits on the wand. I don't know if that's just like the colour of the wand before the products on it or something, but I don't know. But anyway, let's just pop this on our lips. Let's see if I like it. Does it wash me out? Does it suit me? I don't know, like I kind of like it. Like I kind of do like it actually on its own. I don't know, I feel like some people might not like this on me, but I kind of like it, to be honest. I think it actually kind of goes with the eyes, like it's got a nice kind of like cool toned contrast thing going on. I don't know, I kind of like it, you know. It seems quite pigmented. I did have to layer it a bit, but that's absolutely fine. It hasn't gone on patchy or anything like that, and I can feel it starting to dry down already. So I'm going to let that do its thing for a bit. I'm going to sort my hair out, and I'll come back and give you my final thoughts and everything we've tried today. Alright, so this is the finished look, and you know what, actually this lipstick's won me over. I actually think it looks really cool. I do really like it. So overall I am very, very, very impressed with the vast majority of the products I've tried here. I think I found some new favourites. I'll just talk you through my absolute favourites that I've tried today first. First of all, I think the eyeshadow palette's absolutely stunning. I mean, that blue shade is gorgeous. All of the matte transition shades work really well too. Very pigmented, very easy to work with, and I've still got more colours to try out in here, which I'm really excited to try. So I definitely would recommend getting this Lottie London eyeshadow palette, especially because it's like £8 as well. Like, and like you get like how many shades? You get 14 shades in there, so definitely get this. Wet n Wild foundation actually I thought was stunning. It looked absolutely beautiful on my skin. Very good coverage, very buildable, super nice smooth finish. I actually think the colour's okay. Like, I'm going to try this again with a white mixer and just see, you know, if that works a bit better. But I feel like it was okay on its own. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. But it's a gorgeous foundation. I really like it. It's a shame that it smells like paint thinner though. That is a bit off-putting, but other than that, very nice. Very impressed with that. Obviously the Nabla concealer, like, amazing. I was not expecting that. Incredible coverage. A very good colour for me, incredibly smooth on the skin, and it's just very nice. I'm very impressed with this concealer. It's quite pricey though. I think it was about £15, so obviously that is quite pricey for a concealer, but I do think it's very good. I thought the highlighter, the Wet n Wild one, was absolutely stunning. Like, that is a gorgeous highlighter. Like, yes, can I have more of that on my face please? Also this liquid lipstick, I mean, I actually really like the colour now. I wasn't sure I'd like it, but I do. It's dried down matte, but like it feels very comfortable. Like, it doesn't feel heavy or dry in the lips. Like, if I'm being hypercritical, like it does kind of like sink into the lines a bit, but I find that with like pretty much all liquid lipsticks. I still think it looks good though. I also think all the mascaras were really good too. They're definitely giving me lashes some nice volume. Only bad thing I can say about all two, three, do we count this as 2 or 3, is that I do feel like you have to work for them a bit. It's a bit time consuming using them, but I feel like the end result is very good. Like, I really like how the lashes turned out. The black pencil eyeliner from Jordana, it was very pigmented, glided on very nicely, very happy with that. Only 2 products that I can really say anything negative about, and that would be the Wet n Wild powder. Like, I don't know, like, has it made me orange? I honestly can't tell. Like, I might go look at this in some different lighting and be like, oh my god, I'm so orange, or it might look fine. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, see, now I feel matte. Maybe it just needed some time to like sink in, but like I felt like when I was putting it on, it didn't feel like it was like mattifying me properly. Like, it was almost there, just not quite. But now I feel matte, so I don't know what's going on there. I will have to obviously keep trying this out and see. So I'm not in love with it from first impressions, but I don't hate it either. And same thing with the BH Cosmetics bronzer. I feel like I could do this being maybe a tiny bit lighter, but I mean, it worked. Like, it blended out very nicely. Like, it works. Am I being hypercritical here? Probably. I mean, obviously, gonna give it a lot more goes and we'll see. So I don't even hate these products really. Like, I'm just unsure of them at the moment. Everything else I absolutely loved. So for my first impressions a month later, because I'm doing 2 first impressions this month, I'm just going to put all of the products in one video, because like, as if I'm going to be organised to do 2 separate videos. So if you want to hear my updated thoughts on what I thought of these products, I will be putting a video up a month later. I might go up 2 months later like I did last month, because I'm being unorganised as normal and if I get randomly sick all of a sudden. But hopefully in about a month's time you will see what I think of these products, just, you know, after using and abusing them a bit more. And my next first impressions should be up very shortly afterwards. Here's a sneak peek of what we've got in store. I actually got even more makeup in this one. But anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.